Hey, it's Bruce from the Pros Closet. I have right here in front of me a SRAM cooler. Now this is a pretty cool cooler, but what we're interested in is what's inside. Now if you don't know already, SRAM is releasing an updated Red Axis group set, and if my hunch is right, that is what is inside this SRAM cooler. Now we've known about it for a while, but this is gonna be my first time seeing it in the flesh, in person. I'm gonna open this up and unbox everything, and hopefully everything looks nice and cool on the inside. So let's open this thing up and take a look. So a lot of the guys in the shop here, they were sniffing around, pretty curious, so we had to slap this top secret, don't open until 5:15 sticker on just to keep them away, but it's finally time. Let's bust open the seal here. This is the new SRAM. I'm gonna try to be careful not to cut the cooler itself here. Then, let's see. Okay. So we got a little placard, it looks like. Yep, SRAM Red. Riding is effortless. Riding isn't effortless. Red is. And, oh, that is the new Red Axis here. Let's see, we got this big box on top. It's pretty heavy. Let's open this one first. Okay. So this, oh, okay. So this is, let's start with this right here. This is the updated Hammerhead Karoo. I think they're calling it the Karoo 2.1. This is gonna actually come with the new Red Axis group, which is pretty interesting. SRAM owns Hammerhead now, and the Karoo here, I think they slimmed it down a little. They gave it more memory. It's got a little more battery life. It's still got the great screen, the great touch screen that uses an Android operating system. Also, it connects to your Axis group, so you can do stuff like configure your drivetrain using this. So pretty cool. It's gonna come with this, but the thing we're really interested in here also, we have the new Red Axis front derailleur. This front cage has been redesigned. It's narrower, so it controls the chain a little better. The idea being you get crisper, faster, more reliable front shifts. Then right next to it here, the new Red Axis derailleur. This thing has been slimmed down a tiny bit. It shed a few grams. It's got bigger pulley wheels here too. You can see, a little more efficient. Maybe you don't have to buy those oversized pulley wheels for this ever. Carbon cage. We got the 2 Axis batteries here. What's this? Oh, the charger underneath. Let's take oh, this whole thing. Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, the new Paceline X rotors. Let's see if I can open this up. So this, it has the Paceline X brake track, but what I believe they've done is they have revised the aluminum carrier. I'll try not to get my fingerprints on this thing. So the aluminum carrier itself is lighter, so you got lighter rotors now. And then underneath the rotors, we have the chain. All right, so there it is. Flat top chain, largely the same. You got hollow pins. The cutouts in the chain itself are a little different, so the chain is actually lighter. What's also really cool is it comes in the oil slick rainbow color. Pretty much you can get silver or oil slick. Same with the cassettes too, which we'll look at in a little bit, but that is the chain right there. What is this? I actually don't know what this is. Pad spreader? Interesting. I will figure this out later. We have the setup tools. Oh, this is cool. So this green tool here is the new front derailleur setup tool. This makes it super easy to set up the wireless front derailleur. You sort of, use this to align it, and it'll hold it down while you torque it. And you'll see there's like 2 positions you can bolt on the front derailleur, because Red Axis, you have the option to run the standard chain rings or the Pro chain rings, which are bigger. Probably get to that when we get to the cranks. Here we go. this is the thing a lot of people are really excited for. This is the new Red Axis shifter. As you can see, it is a lot slimmer and sleeker than the previous generation shifter. They've done this by basically revising the piston position inside the shifter, so it's horizontal now. They've also moved the pivot for the carbon levers further forward, so it's actually, it fits a lot of different hand shapes, especially smaller hands now. You also have a lot more braking power with this. I read 80% more braking power from the hoods, around 30% in the drops. The idea being that now you can brake with one finger from the hoods or the drops. I'm a mountain biker too, so I'm really excited to be able to do that. I'll have to test that out to see how that works. You can see there's a new door on the front of the lever there. That's where the reach adjust is. You have a lot of reach adjust and contact adjust options to make these levers really fit your hands. You also have these bonus buttons, is what they're calling them. They're basically little blip buttons on the inside of the hood there. They come out of the box basically working as shifters, just like the paddle shifters, but you can customize them to do whatever else you want. If you have dropper post, or you can connect them to your Karoo and use them to cycle through pages, which is pretty cool. There's the other shifter right there. Let's take a look at this caliper. You can see they've actually machined some material out of the caliper, so that's lighter. Also, overall, this whole group set is 153 grams lighter than the previous generation. It's currently the lightest electronic group set on the market, and this is how they've achieved that. Also, with these new calipers, there's more space between the pads, so they're less likely to rub. If you ever stand up out of the saddle on your road bike and really crank on the bars and get some pad rub, this should eliminate that, hopefully. We'll see when we test this out. Let's see, so that's it for this big box. Let's see what else is in here. Move this one on the bottom, I'm guessing is the crank. Yep, so this is the new Red Axis crank. Hollow carbon arms. It's a bit lighter. Again, it's still got the option to run a cork power meter. It's integrated with the chain rings. Super accurate. I use this cork-based power meter on my own bikes. Chainring options, we have a 4835 here, which is one of the standard options. You also have 4633, you have 5037, but you also have the pro sizes now too. They go all the way up to some huge sizes. I want to say 56, I can do some math, minus 13, 56, 43, I think. But yeah, a lot of chainring options. The big news though with the new cranks is the crank length options. So I've got a 172.5 crank here, but there are so many new crank length options. They go all the way down to 160 millimeter. So if you want to run short cranks, this is a great option now. You got 160, 165 options that short, which is really cool. And then, let's see. This must be the cassette. Okay, we have the Red Axis cassette. It's machined out of one piece using the X-Dome technology, so not much has changed there. This is a 1030. The big news though, they got more sizes for the SRAM Red. You've got 1028 all the way up to 1036. What's really cool is that the rear derailleur will work with any of those cassette sizes, so you can find a cassette that will match your needs. All the cassettes too, they have one-tooth jumps for at least 5 gears, so everything is really closely spaced while having really big range also. And then at the bottom here, a little letter. It's nice. Signed by the CEO of SRAM and bumper sticker. I'm gonna stick this on your car, Chris. You can rep SRAM. But that is it for the new SRAM Red group inside the SRAM cooler. We're going to be using that cooler this summer for sure, but we're also gonna be putting this new SRAM Red Axis group on one of our bikes, this Envy Melee here, so we can actually get some miles on it, test it out, and let you know what we think. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you want to see more.